to be a chit chat, get ready with me. I'm going to be using the Hipdot Clueless palette for the third time, but I'm going to be doing like another look with it on my channel because I've only done a first impressions on it, so I'd like to use it again with you guys. And I also have some other new stuff to try out. I have some new brushes, I have a new mascara, a new blush, and highlight. So let's get started. So we're just gonna prime my eyes. I'm gonna put my hair back. So how are you guys doing? Sorry for the floating fuzzies. Everyone is always commenting on the floating things in my videos, so I think I'm going to use my Marc Jacobs primer today. I've been kind of switching off between this one and the Urban Decay one. Just going to go ahead and apply that. I'll just do that off camera. I just went ahead and coated my lips with my usual ColourPop Dewdrop lip oil, and then I just set my eyes with my Wet n Wild powder. Now we're going to go into the Clueless palette. I'm actually really tired already because I didn't start my day off with coffee today. I try to not have coffee at least 1 or 2 times a week. I have it too often sometimes. And then I've been doing like a bunch of stuff to like change my morning routine again because like I really just like wasn't doing enough for my own body and health. So we'll get into that as I start using the palette. So I'm only honestly going to use maybe like 3 shades from this palette. So I'm going to go into this shade first. I'm going to use another shade to like define my crease. But I do have these new ColourPop brushes today that I'm really excited to try. So I did just get this Limoncello brush set in the mail from ColourPop. And I've been dying to try more of their brushes. Honestly, if you don't try anything, like if you don't try their makeup and stuff, and if you're not a fan of their makeup, their brushes are really, really good. Like this is super, super soft. So I'm really excited to try them. I wanted this set so I could mainly try more eye brushes from them because for some reason I don't have a crease brush from them. So I'm so excited to try these out today. So I'm going to start out with this fluffy crease brush, and this is the ColourPop E2 brush. And I'm going to dip into the shade Highly Selective, and that picks up quite a bit of product. And then I'm going to use that to apply in the... Oh my god, this brush is so freaking soft. Holy crap. This is probably the softest crease brush that I actually own. But I missed out on this brush set the first when the Limoncello collection launched because I forgot to purchase it then. I was missing out on a lot of launches then. Like back when I had COVID, like I was so forgetful and was like forgetting to order like a lot of stuff. So yeah. Wow, that blended it out so good. And it kind of blended it out like buildable. Like it didn't have, you kind of had to build up the color, but it deposited the color so nicely. So that's really nice. Oh my god, this brush is so super soft. Wow, I am so impressed right now. That's really nice. So I've been using this shade pretty much every time I use the palette. Because like I said, it's a little bit difficult to use like these mattes with every look that I do with this palette because they're kind of like, you know, a little bit limited with the mattes in this palette. Oh my god, this is such a nice brush. I don't think I'm ever going to use another brush after this. This like blends it so nicely, and you can really take your time blending and actually making sure that it deposits the color the way it's supposed to be. That is so nice. Holy crap. Okay, and then for my defining shade, I mean, I don't really want to use the pink. I'm kind of leaning towards the red. Should we use the red? No. No, not yet. Not yet. So we're going to use just one of my single shadows from my Everyday palette. And I'm just going to jump into this warm tone color. I believe this one's called Frappe. Yes. I just want to start this. At least it'll let me, you know, start using my single shadows more and hopefully hit pan on those because I've had those forever. And I'm using the other ColourPop brush, which is the E21. And I'm going to use that to define my crease area. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a defining brush, but I kind of got the feeling that it was, so. It's not really depositing much color, but it's not bad. Actually, that looks pretty good. I don't know if that's really doing anything. Okay, I think that's good. So anyway, so I started out by doing morning stretches today, by working out, cleaning, just doing things that I need to regularly start doing again. Because when me and Josh had COVID back in March and even April, I had no energy. Literally no energy. Like, I could still go back to work and work like 3 or 4 hours, but I had no energy to do anything else. Like, even like driving to his house and stuff like that. I'm just going to use this dark shade right here on my outer corners, which is the Anastasia single shadow. I always forget the name of this one, and I'm going to pop it on my outer corners. So yeah, basically, it's been really hard to get energy back. It takes a long time, you guys. It's not like the flu where you bounce back after like a week or so. The fatigue from COVID lasts like months. Like, I'm still probably not. I mean, I think I'm getting a lot better now because I did have my second shot 2 days ago, and honestly, it helps a ton with my energy, and I just feel better. And I mean, I have been feeling pretty tired the past week or two because I've been having pretty bad sleep, but I did also work out today, so I am feeling tired from that. But I just had no motivation, no energy to work out whatsoever for like months. And I already wasn't working out before that because just in general, like in the winter time, I just really slacked off with working out. So I finally decided to start picking it up again and hopefully just getting myself back into shape because I was in decent shape last summer when I was working out regularly, and then I just kind of fell off. So I really need to start doing it again. All right, I'm just going to apply my NYX pigment primer off camera. I've actually been really enjoying this, so just give me a minute. Okay, and now I think I'm going to try the blue on my lid today. I was going to use one of these like bronzier tones. I actually haven't even dipped into the neutral shimmers yet, but I kind of really want to use one of these today because I just want to. So I'm going to use this shade called Fashion Victim, and we're going to pop that one all over my lid area. I really like doing a pop of color on the lid sometimes with a neutral crease, so that's what we're doing today. That's really pretty. Excuse me. I mean, I don't work again until Saturday, and I'm supposed to receive the Barbie collection then. I'm hoping it'll come the day before, so then I can actually use it for work on Saturday. So hopefully, because it usually, ColourPop's orders always come through USPS, and usually those don't come until like 3 or 4 o'clock sometimes, and that's already when I'm like at work. So I'm hoping it'll come the day before. My first order came with the brushes and the other 2 things that I got that I'm going to use in this video too. That is a really gorgeous shade. I'm going to do the same over here. So now I've tried 3 of the shimmers on my lid. There's 8 shimmers in this palette, so it's going to take me a little while to test it out. But so far, I've been really impressed with the shimmers in here. Again, I just wish there were some more matte options. Okay, I'm just going to finish applying that off camera. It's taking a little bit of building. Okay, and then I'm using the E4 brush in the set to highlight my brow bone. And I used Vanilla Bean and Hear Me Out as per usual. And that's pretty much it for the look for now, and then we'll move on to the face. Okay, and now we're going to do my face. I'm just going to start by using my priming spray. Oh my god, can I speak? My MAC Fix Plus Cucumber. And then for, oh my god, if I had enough room in here, like Jesus. For my primer, I'm going to use my Catrice primer, the Fresh It Up one. I know I always put on so much on my hand. I really don't need too much of this. A little bit goes a pretty long way. If only I could close it. Oh my god. Holy crap, Caitlin. So I'm just going to use that to prime my face. I really am so tired now after working out. Holy crap. I didn't think I was going to be this tired. Okay, and then for my face, let me just rub that in a little bit more. I'm just going to be hella lazy with my face makeup today. I'm just going to use my Bare Minerals Stick Foundation in the shade Opal 01. I just don't want any type of liquid. I just want to do bing bang boom done. So you guys know how much I love this foundation. It's just one of the best. Such a good foundation. So I've been selling quite a bit of stuff on my Poshmark. I just sold my 3 Hourglass blushes that I listed. I sold 2 to one person last night, and then I sold another one, the last one that I had listed, and my MAC blush set that I listed to another customer today. So that was really nice. So I didn't make any sales on Sunday, but I have made one sale every day the past 3 days. And it's been like set orders. Like if I list like a duo, then at least I'll be getting rid of like 2 products instead of 1. So someone bought the Too Faced Peach blush and peach loose highlighter that I listed together on Monday, and then Tuesday night somebody bought the 2 Hourglass blushes together, and then but I didn't list the Hourglass blushes together. I listed all of them separately. But one person bought 2, so I kind of knocked down the price a little bit, because if someone buys more than 1 item from me, I'm very flexible with the price, and I'll knock it down like a couple dollars. But if someone offers me like $5 or $6 for 1 item, I'm like, that's not worth it to me. Somebody did that to me a few days ago, and this girl knows how the prices work on Poshmark because she's a seller. I checked her profile and she's a seller, and she was trying to buy the Tarte blush palette from me, which is still my most liked item on my page, but no one has bought it yet. And I even decided to drop the price even more today to the most I've dropped it, to like $11, where I had it listed at $13. And no one has bought it yet still, so I think it'll I keep on thinking it's going to be the next thing to sell, and then I end up selling like all these other single blushes and not the Tarte blush palette, when I'm selling this Tarte blush palette now for way cheaper than these single blushes that I've sold. So Now I'm just going to conceal with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. Again, super easy concealer that just bing bang boom. So yeah. But yeah, this girl was trying to buy the Tarte blush palette from me for $5, and that's the only thing. She had another thing in her excuse me. She had another thing in her bag, like in her bundle. She had the Lime Crime blushes in her bundle, but all of that together would have been like $25-$30. And I thought that was a pretty decent price. I even dropped the price to $25 because I only end up selling 3 items for $25 now. But since the items, are used, I want to knock down the price enough for somebody to buy them. And if I make $20 off of those sales, it's not the end of the world, It's better than just getting rid of them. I might as well make some money off of them. Like, I would rather not toss them. I'm probably not going to be able to sell the peach palette. It's probably too old at this point. It's just crazy how you think about, like, makeup, how much you actually end up getting rid of. Like, you really can't keep makeup forever. I mean, I know there's people that do, but you have to be practical at some point and be like, is this really serving a purpose in my collection anymore? Is it too old? Is mostly the reason why I declutter things is if it's too old, and also if it's a palette that I just was not crazy about, or I'm really good at decluttering lipsticks. Like, if it smells old, I am getting rid of it. There's like no in between. It's just like bing bang boom, gone. Oh, my under eyes are so irritated. I should have put some more Vaseline on today after I washed my face, but I kind of forgot. I love this concealer. It's so easy to use. So yeah, I got rid of the 2 MAC blushes that I listed together in Sunbask and Fairly Precious. I never liked the Fairly Precious one. That one was, I wanted to try that one because Nikki Tutorials would always rave about it, and I never liked it, so I decided to sell that one. I'm just going to use my Becca Hydra Mist powder, because since I've gotten so many blushes lately, it's motivated me to get rid of a lot that I don't use anymore. So I'm glad I've sold quite a few so far. And I'm being more practical about my blush collection, about my eyeshadow collection. And I've sold about 4 eyeshadow palettes so far. I'm trying to get rid of at least another 6 or 7. So hopefully I'll be able to get rid of those. Okay. So let's just set my face real quick with my Wet n Wild powder, and then we'll go back into the palette and finish up the eyes. I just want to show you guys using this powder brush on camera. So I'm just going to use my Wet n Wild powder. Oh, this brush is so soft. I see hella transfer though from this eyeshadow though, this lid shade. I don't know if I'm really in love with it, so yeah, that's kind of a bummer. And I'm just going to spray my face real quick with my Flower Beauty powder, just to add some hydration. And then we're going to go back into the Clueless palette. I think I'm just going to take the shade that I put in my crease, and I'm just going to put that on my lower lash line, I mean. And I thought I'm just going to use my other ColourPop brush that I always use for my inner corners and my lower lash line. So I'm just going to take Highly Selective again and put that on underneath. So yeah, how are you guys doing though? So I'm really happy that me and my whole family are now up to the point where we're all fully vaccinated. I can't believe we've made it this far. We've all been incredibly lucky. I know that there are so many people that haven't been, and it's just been a pretty scary time this past year and a half. It's been really rough for a lot of people. And I don't understand why some people don't really get it, but I don't know why believing in science is such a weird thing, but apparently it is. And then for my inner corners, I'm going to use this shade right here, which is called Pretty Groovy. I'm not sure how pigmented this is going to be, but I thought it'd be pretty to put on the inner corners. It's like a really pretty, like shimmery powder blue. Oh my god, that's so pretty. Wow, I really like that a lot, actually. So yeah, a lot of exciting stuff is happening. My sister is finally coming to see us next week. We can finally see her again. She's been in California for almost a year now, because her and her boyfriend had to move out of the city when everything was locking down, and they just couldn't work anymore. So it was pretty rough for them. So thank God they were able to move out there to live with his parents. And now we can finally see her because we're now all fully vaccinated. And since me and even my brother and my boyfriend all had COVID, we pretty much have our own immunity. Plus, we are all fully vaccinated, so this would probably be the safest time for her to see us. I'm just gonna apply that crease shade again. That helped quite a bit with that transfer. And then I'm just gonna fix it up off camera. Okay, and then for my waterline, I'm just gonna use my ColourPop Bambi liner as usual. I really do like this liner though. I like this nude one way more than the Purdy one. That one like really has a hard time showing up on my waterline. I don't know why. This one is way easier. Okay, so now for some new makeup, I have a new mascara to use. So I got the new ColourPop Act Natural Defining Mascara. I was really interested in trying this, and this one's in the black shade. They do have brown and black, so I'm really excited to try this. I haven't even seen anybody use this really. I think it was only Messy Jessie that I saw use this, and I think that she said that she liked it. So ColourPop has not come out with a new mascara in a long time, since the BFF one. Oh, this gives your lashes a really nice curl. Ooh, oh my god, this is actually really nice. This is nice. Wow. No, I'm actually like really impressed. It gives your lashes such a nice curl. Okay, I really like that a lot actually. Wow. I think I would be that impressed, but it's actually really nice. Okay, it has a dry formula, but like it's not too dry that it doesn't like move. You know what I mean? When you like are applying some dry mascara, sometimes like it won't deposit properly. But this one has like, it has such a nice curl to it. I really like it. Okay, and then for my bronzer, I'm just going to go into my Milani one. I've been using this one a ton lately. It's just my favorite to use in the spring and summertime, so I'm just going to apply that. It's my Milani Dolce bronzer. It's just such a nice sheer bronzer for me. I just use like all the time because it gives a really nice light bronze, but like it's not like non-existent. It just gives your skin like a beautiful bronzy glow. And you guys know I love like super subtle bronzers, so. Okay, so now we can jump into the new blush palette that I got. So I got the ColourPop Cheek Palette in the Quad Sugar Frosted. So it comes with these 4 shades. So I'm going to try this out with you guys. So I wasn't buying blushes for a little while, and now since I've decluttered quite a few and sold some, I was kind of interested in getting this. I mean, I've been wanting one of these since they came out, but I wanted to wait a little bit before I overloaded on too many blushes again. So I got this quad from ColourPop. So the highlighter is called Jelly Roll, and then this one is Hey Puddin', and then Trifle and Cookie Crumble and Trifle. I did swatch these yesterday, and they swatched really, really chalky and really not pigmented at all. So I'm a little bit nervous. I think I'm going to mix these 2 shades together and see what we get with those. I mean, you definitely get the product on your brush. So let's see. I think they'll apply to the face just fine. I just don't know why they didn't really swatch that pigmented. I mean, yeah, that's pretty nice. So we're just going to, you know, take those 2 again and apply them. They're really super smooth and very easy to apply. So I just don't know why they didn't swatch that well. They seem to be very, they do have a lot of kick up in the pan, and it kind of is very powdery, so I guess that's why. But it gives your cheeks a really nice glow, actually, so it is really pretty. Very nice for every day. I mean, not that I already don't have like these type of shades from ColourPop, but I figured, you know, since the one I wanted was sold out, which was the Peach Quad, I decided to get this one because they still had this one in stock. So, okay, and then for my highlight, I'm going to go into the highlight in here called Jelly Roll, and I'm going to use my ColourPop highlighting brush as well. And I'm just going, excuse me, I'm just going to take that and apply it. I don't even see it picking up, but hopefully it did. I don't know if it's really doing anything. I don't know about that. That's a little bit lackluster. It's not really picking up that well, which I'm surprised because I usually love ColourPop highlighters. So let's try and spray it real quick, see if that helps. It's just very chalky in the pan, so, and I don't see it really depositing on my brush that well. Let's see if spraying it helps. Let me see how it looks. I mean, it does look pretty, so I think spraying it will help a lot. You just can't really see that well. It's okay. It's not my absolute favorite from ColourPop. I do think that there's other... Why? Caitlin. I think that there's definitely better highlights from ColourPop. I'm not really too thrilled with this one, to be honest. I thought it would impress me like the blushes did, and I definitely think the blushes were better. I kind of already wet the pan too with that, so. And it's getting like everywhere, so. I don't know about that highlighter, you guys. It's not that great, to be honest, but we'll keep it on. But I do really like the blushes so far. But I'm not like too obsessed, to be honest. I got it mostly because of Makeup by Treens, and she said they were really good. But I'm not really too obsessed with this, to be honest. I've kind of tried better products from ColourPop, especially their cheek products. Like, I love their blushes and their highlights. So I don't know if I'm really too obsessed with this one, to be honest. I do really like the blushes though, but the highlight, I definitely have seen and tried better ones from ColourPop. Okay, and then for my lip color, I just didn't really feel like thinking about my lip color today, so I'm just going to go into my Becca lipstick in the shade Sugar. I love this color. It smells so good. Okay, and then I'm going to top it off. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, it looks pretty good. In the with the Hipdot and Clueless lip oil in the shade Thai, because I haven't used this one yet, so. And that's pretty much it. Oh, that's so thick. These are like super hella pigmented for lip oils, honestly. All right, and that's pretty much it, you guys. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished look. So here are the eyes, the cheeks, and the lips. So as far as this palette goes, I'm still testing out most of the shades. So like I said, so far I've only tried, oh my god, this shade, Totally Paused, this shade Classic, and then this shade Today. And I do think it's really pretty. And I really like how the eye look turned out, but again, I wish that this was more of like a standalone palette, but I only used like 3 shades in this palette. I only used the crease shade, Highly Selective, the lid shade Fashion Victim, and then the inner corner shade Pretty Groovy. So hopefully, you know, I'll be able to get some more use out of some of the other mattes in this palette. I think I'll be able to come up with some pretty looks, hopefully. But I think that the formula is great. I've been really enjoying it so far. I just wish I could have a little bit more depth in this palette, but I think it's really pretty nonetheless. And as far as the mascara goes, I am really impressed with this. I really, really like it. I think this is my favorite thing so far. And also the crease brush from ColourPop. Oh my god, so good. Love these both. This is so freaking soft. And then I also really liked the defining brush as well. It was great. Very, very soft to work with. And the powder brush. Oh my god. So super soft. Really liked all of these brushes that I tried. Their brushes are A+. The only thing that I was kind of, you know, not 100% in love with was the face palette, the Sugar Frosted Cheek palette. I don't know. I like the blushes, but again, it's not like these are any type of blushes that I don't already own already. But the highlight does look really pretty now. I guess maybe after wetting it, it made it a little bit more pigmented, and it actually looks really pretty now. So yeah, maybe I do like this. It's a little bit weird that it has to like settle into my skin first in order for it to look good. That's very interesting. And then as far as the lip oils from the Clueless collection, I've been really enjoying these too. They have a really nice, beautiful, really nice, comfortable formula. Very pigmented. It's kind of like a lip oil, lip gloss hybrid. It's not exactly like a super light lip oil like the ColourPop ones are. And they definitely have a little bit more color to them as opposed to the ColourPop ones. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. I'm gonna go because I'm getting really tired and I have to get to my boyfriend's house. So I love you guys. So please like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram at CBW819 and check out my Poshmark at the same handle, which is CBW819. I'll leave my Poshmark linked below now if you're interested. Make me an offer. Let me know. We can negotiate. I am very, very flexible and I love you guys. Bye.